Next to some of the northernmost waters of the beautiful Chesapeake Bay, we're at M&T Bank Stadium near Baltimore's Inner Harbor. Today, a good scrap in the AFC North. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens. Ball was teed up. Chris Boswell to do the honors. And we're off from Baltimore. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Juan Thornhill getting there for the stop.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Lamar now from the gun. His pass is complete. That's Zay Flowers. And no gain after the catch, but the gain's still out across midfield. There to the 45. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Ravens first down. Great play was brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
Out of the gun, Henry. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Complete, Derrick Henry. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3, so chipping away a few here ahead of this 3rd down.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
3rd and just 2 to go. Quick pass, right side, complete. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. And they were ready for this one. No running room at all. He's taken down behind the line.
The tackle by Alex Highsmith. Tackled back at the 26-yard line.
DC, ready?
All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Alrighty.
Looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Peyton Wilson getting there for the stop.
Wilson on the
And that's a pretty modest pickup for a QB keeper. On a traditional handoff, you'll take that yardage, but those QB keepers, so many times, they're really designed, Kate, for chunk plays in mind, double digits, and they nearly got it there.
Ninth play of the drive coming up. They need 8 yards here on third down. Shotgun snap to Jackson. A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. And the Steelers take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. When you are facing a top 10 defense, you don't expect to wait long to see him make an impact, partner, and it only took him 1 drive here.
Yep, this group, they didn't get that top ranking by sitting back and letting the game come to them. They get it by attacking and attacking the ball.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
319. Over.
Shotgun handoff to Amani Kanda. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Brought down by the versatile All-Pro, Kyle Hamilton.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Here's 2nd and 5. His first throw is an interception. And he brings this one back. It's a Baltimore pick 6. Well, that certainly wasn't the end result he was after there, Brock. A big play to start the scoring, but we can definitely say this was not his intention, letting that pass go.
No, a lot of game left, though, and that's a positive. And you know what? He's going to have a chance to totally redeem himself after that one.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone, so we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. Amani Kanda gets it going right. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Off the play fake, here's Rodgers. Flushed out of the pocket. He tucks it and takes off. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the 1st.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the 1st down.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. He'll try the left side with Amani Kanda. And that effort yields him about 3 yards there. 2nd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. From the 48. Setting up the screen. Rolling into enemy territory. And they've got to him just a step or 2 before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the 1st, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Ooh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. Good hit, but showing love for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the 1st down. Give him 13 on that play. And that's a Steelers 1st down. started for the first time with Jaylen Warren. And they take him down after just a small gain on the final play of the first. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. It's the Ravens flying to an early lead. Back to the bank in just a moment. Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. Before we can get a snap on second down, they call timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Second down now, 7 to go.
Go to 50, blue 58.
Now Rodgers. Has him on the quick hitter. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Drive has gone 8 plays now as they face 3rd and 3.
319.
Abani Kanda now up the middle. Jukes out a one-stop. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much, but he got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
I love that call on 3rd down because it just gives you options. The best 3rd down teams are teams that do just that. Right? They give you options. You don't let the defense dictate to you. You look at what they're giving you, and you take advantage of them.
58.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
Guessing everybody in the huddle on the sidelines sure wanted a little bit more from that run, but you didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot and can't wait to see what they do here on 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal coming up. 5 yards to the end zone. A pistol snap here. Rodgers. And got his man. That's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers start to fight back with their first points of this game. Roman Wilson, the touchdown. Point after up and good from Boswell. And the Steelers tie this game 7-7.
Chris Boswell.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. His return starts at the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10.
Shut up!
The drive begins with Henry. And they send it straight ahead, but the punt stops him after a gain of 3.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Running once more with Henry. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Call it 4 yards, and they're set up with a manageable 3rd and 2.
It's a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in the game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
When they draw up these plays for the quarterback, these are the type of results they're expecting, Kate. Something that could tear a hole in the defense, move the chains, and just as importantly, and maybe most importantly, put a seed of doubt and thought into that defensive mind that the QB can run at any time.
And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
Baltimore Ravens. First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. The throw is caught. And he's out just before he can hit the end zone. But what a nice first and goal here from the 2.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
At the 2-yard line.
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. Pushing for the end zone. And it lost the football. It's not loose. And it looks like, yes, they say Steeler football.
That is such a gut punch as a quarterback. You put in so much work to get down near the goal line. And then you've got to take care of the football. You can't be reckless with the ball. Those defenders are looking to knock it free, and that's exactly what they did, keeping points off the board.
They'll give up the gun to Obani Kanda. He's able to manage a couple on that run. That brings us to the 2-minute warning at the Inner Harbor. And it's the Steelers with a 2nd and 7. To throw is Rodgers. Into the hands of Pat Freiermuth. He'll be brought down just as he gets it up to the 24. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. Almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10.
319.
To throw, Rodgers. He's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when he saw the field. It's going to be 2nd down.
Kate, from my vantage point up here, that was pretty close to drawing a penalty flag. Risky decision on 1st down, but there was a target in the area, so thus, no penalty, and we move on to 2nd.
2nd and 10 now. Down the field, he's got Wilson. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
258.
Throwing once again, Rodgers. Same guy, Wilson again. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
258.
Throw right side, caught by Wilson. And he gets back to the line, but no more. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Third down and 2 here. The offense coming to the line for its 7th play of this drive.
258.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. 3rd and 2, Rodgers. Austin makes the grab downfield. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. The Steelers use their 3rd and final timeout. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Throwing again, it's Rodgers. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. DK Metcalf, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
Ball still on that 34-yard line, 2nd and 10. Again, Rodgers. Got it deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. But I believe a Steeler was first to that football. They make the recovery and keep possession.
Recovered by the offense.
Hey, 88.
So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Something's got to be the difference maker here in half number 2. We'll see what it is as we're up and running once again. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10.
Blue 58. Blue 58.
Handoff headed left. It's Amani Conda. And they drop him with a big hit, but that's going to sting worse for the defense. A big gain, and the chain's moving too. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's a Steelers first down.
Okay, to run like that, just everybody gets to breathe. Things become so much easier when you start a drive with momentum like that.
1st down throw by Rodgers. To the left side and reeled in by Wilson. And he takes it up and across midfield into Ravens territory.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
2nd down now, 7 to go. They send Metcalf left. Off play action, Rodgers. This is Metcalf working out right side. He takes this down to the opposing 47. Brought down by Teddy Buchanan.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Ravens bring an extra DB out there. 3rd down coming up. Rodgers here from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And they're up against it. 4th down coming up. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Six yards to the line. The offense is going to go for this. Back to throw it. Gets this one to Freiermuth. And he works this to the 38 before going down. It's an 8-yard gain. What a great call on 4th down. It keeps this drive moving.
As a quarterback, when you throw that curl route, you know it's a tight window, Kate. But the minute that DB turns and can't react to the throw, you put it right on your receiver's numbers. He comes back and gets it and moves the sticks.
58.
From the gun, here's Amani Conda. able to drive that pile about a yard. The rangy Kyle Hamilton getting there for the stop.
He's brought down.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Got it. 319.
Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. Finds his back, Jaylen Warren. And finally, they're able to stop this play from getting any more yards.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. Now we're on with Abani Kondo. And 2nd down's going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
I'm going to guess at some point, whether it's in the huddle or over there on the bench on the sidelines after this drive, QB is going to go apologize to that running back. He just ran him into one heck of a negative play.
258.
From the shotgun, Rodgers. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Oh, no touchdown, it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton with the pick. And the Ravens are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the 2nd half of a one-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now. They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Jackson. That's his man. It's DeAndre Hopkins. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Now here's Keaton Mitchell with the run. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Lamar now from the gun. Got a man downfield. It's Bateman. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens grab the lead on their first series of the half. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. You got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up. You can find payback.
Steelers 7. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Dante Kent with a return. And he gets it up beyond the 20, but boy, did they plant him a few inches into the ground at the end of that run.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Play fake, it's Rodgers. Well, right side, caught by Smith. And this play reaches the 35 before it comes to an end. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
He's out in the clear. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield stripe. They get 13 on the pickup. And it'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down.
First down, Steelers.
They bring Wilson in motion right. So we're through 3 here. It's Steelers football. A nice help for them as they trail entering the quarter. First and 10. Ball set up at the 48. This is Johnson heading right. And he picks up about 4 yards before they send him out. So 2nd and 6 coming up.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Rodgers here off the play action. Little off centers, man, just couldn't adjust to it.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. They send a man in motion. Now Rodgers on 3rd and short. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And that leaves them with 4th and 5.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down.
Hey, take 26. Jump out. Back one.
Didn't get that one off in time. This is going to be a delay of game. Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty. Penalty hurts them, but they're still going for it here on 4.
58. 50. Take 30.
Desperation time here. Gets it downfield on target to Metcalf. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. What a play on 4th down. They get the first after a gain of 27.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Throwing on first down, Rodgers. Setting up the running back screen. They're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
They'll throw again. Rodgers. Fits it through the middle. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
Stand it. 318. 318.
Throwing once again, Rodgers. Forced out to his right. This throw is caught. And he's going to be dropped with a big hit at the end of that. But the effort still sets him up with a 1st and goal.
That's such a good example, Kate. You don't have to be an elite runner to be a good thrower of the football on the run. The same fundamentals, the attention to detail to be a good pocket passer, they show up on the run as well. That's an excellent job getting the completion.
319.
On the ground, Amani Kanda. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
Give some credit to the defense on that one. We don't see him get fooled into making the wrong read very often in the RPO. That's why the RPO, in fact, is part of their game to begin with. He normally makes the right call. He didn't do it there.
Now from the 6 after that last play. Here's 2nd and goal. Off the play fake, here's Rodgers. Rolling out to his left. And that's going to be a touchdown. It's on the board for now. But will it stand? We got to see what this flag is all about. Offense liked how that play went. They choose to decline the penalty. On for the PAT, and a make would tie us up late. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Henry gets it here to start the drive. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. To the left and hauled in by Likely. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Getting 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down. New set of downs for him from the 46.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Sit hot! Sit hot! 180! Go! Sit hot! Sit hot!
From the gun, a run for Henry. He hits the lane perfectly for an 8-yard pickup. It's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 9.
That's the 2-minute warning here from Baltimore. Ravens with a little more work to do to win it here. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Another run for Henry. And they shut him down on this one. They get him behind the line, and that should push him out of field goal range.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. To throw. He's able to hit ground. It's caught. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Setting up to pass. Likely's got it right side. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. The Steelers calling their first time out, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
At the Steelers' 22-yard line.
Back to throw. Has him on a quick hitter. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. Pitts Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its second timeout. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal.
First and 10.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Finds him over the middle. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it.
Brings up second and
They
10.
just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot. Second down coming up.
Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. They're on him behind the line, and the give to the receiver doesn't work.
Keanu Benton on the tackle. A loss of 1. Brings up 3rd down and 11.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. And they only get a couple when they needed a good bit more, Brock. That's going to make it 4th down. So a timeout's taken, just 5 seconds left. And after the pause, we're going to see our last play of the game. Everything coming down to the leg of Tyler Luke. So a timeout's taken, just 5 seconds left. And after the pause, we're going to see our last play of the game. So the rookie getting a chance at a signature moment here in his first season. A 27-yard kill.
Well, I tell you what, you get to this time of the game, you've got to have that reliable kicker on the sideline to turn things over to. That's the definition of clutch right there as they take the lead.
The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. This one winds up as a touchback, so they're going to have one final snap to work with.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10.
319! 319!
Here he goes, one final shot. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over. So in front of the flock of fans in the stands, the Ravens get the win at home. And there was no easy enough. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. With Brock Huard and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are your winners as we say so long from Baltimore.